In this video, we're going to be installing GitHub Copilot into Visual Studio 2022. First of all, this is slightly different to other IDEs in that the way to install it, there's more than one opportunity to do that. I've got the documentation up here, and I'll share that in the link in the description for the video. We're going to be focusing on installing it inside the Visual Studio installer. So there's three different methods that we highlight here about installing Copilot extension Visual Studio installer, which is the recommended way, or through the extension manager, or finding it on the Visual Studio marketplace. Now, through the installer, if we have a look for Visual Studio installer on the start bar, we open that up and we can modify our Visual Studio 2022 installation. We want to go to the individual components, and we want to ensure that under AI Assistant, GitHub Copilot is ticked. And then we click Modify. This will ask us for the admin privileges. We say yes, it will download and install Copilot for Visual Studio 2022. Once it's installed, we get a message saying all installations are up to date. We can close the installer and we can start Visual Studio 2022. If I open up an application that I've been developing on the background, it's just a very simple app. We can see that I have GitHub Copilot chat window on the right, and we have a message at the top for Visual Studio GitHub Copilot extension that's ready to sign up or sign in. And if I choose to click on that, I can sign in to use GitHub Copilot. And if I do this, we can sign in with either a GitHub account or a GitHub Enterprise account, or we can sign in with the browser. Now, I'm going to sign in to my GitHub account with the browser. This is going to check that I'm going to sign in as me. And I'm going to give it access to my account. I'm not giving it any SSO into any of other orgs. I click open and that redirects back to my Visual Studio. And I now have Visual Studio installed, and it's picking up from a prior install inside Visual Studio 2022, my prior history of talking to GitHub Copilot. And it's as simple as that. Thank you very much.